reading Zainab, the squishy toy fairy. So just in case you don't know what squishy toys are, I have a few, but I'm just going to show you my big ones. They're kind of a little big. So I'm going to start off with this squishy and show you. Okay, I have this like narwhal donut, super squishy. Okay, and just look at how squishy and cute this one is. They're super, super cool. This squishy is a narwhal, and on the bottom she has a little heart. And I actually made a squishy one time. I had this like squishy kit. You got to color all these pictures, and it comes with a squishy, and I got to color this squishy, but I just can't find it. But yeah, here's my narwhal. So when you squeeze them, they rise up. They rise up. So look, I'm gonna squeeze it, and it rises back up. So my next squishy is this cute pink llama. This one's not as squishy as the others, but it's pretty squishy too. Okay, last but not least, this is like my favorite probably. This one, it's a unicorn ice cream. It has like this pretty hair, stars on it, and look how squishy it is. I'm gonna squish it like this. And, ooh, look at this. So squishy. And I love the squishies. So yeah, those are my squishies. And so yeah, I'm gonna read you some of Zainab the Squishy Toy Fairy, but first I am gonna read the back. It says, Zainab the Squishy Toy Fairy's special magic makes sure everyone has fun playing with squishy toys. But when her magical object goes missing, squishies everywhere stop rising back up. So first of all, before I keep reading, imagine you squished your squishy and it didn't rise back up. Like if I just squeeze this, okay? Imagine if it just stays down like this forever until Zainab gets her magic squishy back. Okay? Imagine that. That would be horrible. Okay? Let's keep reading. Could this be the work of naughty Jack Frost? Rachel, Kristen, and Zainab must help put things right. And also, I don't know if you knew, but in the books, there's coins, and you get to cut out the coins, and you gotta climb the reading rainbow, which is here. And then once you get it all, you're a fairy princess. So, I don't know if you guys knew that, but yeah. Okay, so let's get started. Zainab the Squishy Toy Fairy. Oh wow, there's a lot of chapters here. Okay, chapter 1. The Sponsored Squishy. Tippington Town Square had never been so busy. Children were crowding together in front of the mayor, and grown-ups were squeezed in behind them. There were long tables all around the edges of the square covered with squash meat capsules. They were the most popular collectible toy of the year, and each one had a squishy character hiding inside. Welcome to Tippington's very first sponsor, Squish Boom, the mayor. You've all been sponsored by friends and family to find out how many squash me's you can open in 5 minutes. All the money we raise will be given to Tippington Children's Center. I can't believe how many people have turned up, said Rachel Walker, who was standing at one of the tables. I have never seen so many squash me's in one place. Rachel's best friend, Kristen Tate, was starting through the capsules. There are squash me's from every film and TV show I can think of, she said. This is going to be amazing. I'm so glad that you invited me to stay with you this half term. They shared a happy smile. They had both filled their sponsorship forms with names. I wonder if the golden squash me is here somewhere, said Rachel, looking at the brightly colored capsules. The golden squash meal was the rarest of all. Only one had been made, and every squash meat collector in the country was longing to find it. Please find a place beside the tables, said Mayor Osborne. This sponsored squishy will be starting soon. Rachel Christie chose a spot at the end of the table and waited for the other children to find their places. Just then, Christie noticed something strange. That blue capsule looks as if it's been opened, she said, pointing. Rachel reached out and picked it up. It doesn't feel as heavy as it should, she said. The two halves haven't quite been pressed back together. Christie let out a little squeak of excitement. Rachel, it's glowing, she said. I think it's magic. The girls knew all about magic. Together they had shared many adventures with their fairy friends, helping to stop Jack Frost and his mischievous goblins from causing trouble. Whenever they saw the magical glow of fairy dust, they knew that something wonderful was about to happen. We can't let anyone else see this, she said. Where can we hide it? They had promised the Queen of Fairyland never to tell anyone about the magical secret they shared. Christie glanced around and saw the statue of Tippington's first mayor at the side of the square. Let's duck down behind that, she said. With the statue hiding them from sight, Rachel and Christie crouched over the little capsule. Rachel cradled it in her hands. It's trembling, she whispered. I think it's going to hatch like an egg. With a sound like tinkling bells, the two halves of the capsule fell apart and out fluttered a tiny fairy. She was wearing a red dress with a pattern of white flowers. Okay, she's wearing a red dress with the pattern of white flowers. Oh, thank goodness I found you at last, she said in a revealed voice. Hello, Rachel and Christie. I'm Zainab the Squishy Toy Fairy, and I need your help. What's wrong? Christie asked. Everything is wrong, said Zainab, flinging out her arms. This is the worst day I've ever had. Try to calm down and tell us what's happened, said Rachel in a gentle voice. Zainab sat down with a little sniff. It's Jack Frost, she said. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Zainab, if you explain what's wrong, I'm sure we can help you, Christie said. Zainab flicked her wand and a tiny handkerchief no bigger than Rachel's little fingernail appeared in her hand. She kept sniffing into it as she talked. It's my job to look after squishy toys all around the world, she said. I have a very special magical object to help me called the Squishy Panda. It makes sure that squishy toys always bounce back into shape, and it keeps them safe. Zainab dabbed at her eyes. Go on, said Rachel. This morning there was a knock at my door, said Zainab. I went to look and no one was there. But when I came back inside, the window was open and my squishy panda had gone. Oh no, said Christie, her hand to her mouth. I bet I know who it was. Only one person is mean enough to and saw Jack Frost zooming away on a thundercloud. Okay. I am on the next chapter, you guys, and I will read this chapter in a different video. I hope you enjoyed that first chapter, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. So, yeah, bye.